This week, Nigeria has been recovering from the euphoria of Hilda Bassi and her Guinness World Record-breaking performance of the longest time spent cooking by a single individual. I think she cooked for 100 hours straight, which broke the Guinness World Record. And then later on, the story broke about a Nigerian who was on BBC talking about the number of Nigerians going to the UK for education purposes. And this has put a focus on the current mass migration of Nigerians from Nigeria to other countries in the world. And with all this, as well as the inauguration of the new president-elect coming up in a few days, I cannot just stop thinking about the travails of a nation called Nigeria. Hello everyone, my name is Dia Kola. Welcome back to this side of life. And if you're new here, welcome, and thank you all for joining me today. After watching a video, which I will show a clip of it to you shortly, and also thinking about the inauguration of the 16th president of Nigeria, Bola Tinubu, coming up in a few days, I thought I would come on here today to share some of my thoughts about Nigeria that I feel that is not said often enough. The first thing that I want to talk about today is this mass migration of people from Nigeria to other parts of the world. And what I just have to say about that is migration has existed from the beginning of time, and people will continue to migrate. There's nothing we can do about that, from one part of the world to another part of the world. So this has always been the case, and it's never going to stop. So when people say don't come to my country, or like people say some people are racist and they don't want other people in their country, well, they better get used to it, because I think that is the way of the world that we live in now. The world has truly become a global village, and people are just wanting to move, and there's nothing anybody can do about that. And for me, being a Christian as well, I feel like if you or me are looking at going to heaven, then in heaven there's no race, there's no black or white, there's no Jew or Greek. We're all going to be the same. So my thoughts are, we better start practicing that now while we are here. The other thing that I think about Nigeria is that despite the myriads of issues that Nigeria has, the Nigerian spirit, like I'm donning my Nigerian flag today, green, white, green. The Nigerian spirit remains resilient, excellent. Nigerians are trailblazers wherever they go. Nigerians are impressive, and they are achieving so much wherever they go. And that is so well articulated by Professor Yetunde Odugbeson-Omede in this clip that I want you to watch.
As a Nigerian American, born and raised in Newark, New Jersey, at University Hospital, I am a first-generation Nigerian. I am the story of Nigeria. We often talk about brain drain, but let us focus on brain gain. Nigerians in the diaspora all over the world have been able to be the ambassadors of Nigeria. We have been able to represent the country in tumultuous times. We have been able to rewrite and change some of the narratives that have come out of Nigeria. No matter the tribe or tongue, in brotherhood we stand. And we have in the diaspora been able to come together and unify ourselves so that whenever you heard a Nigerian name, it was synonymous with excellence. Whenever you heard a Nigerian name, it was synonymous with hard work. Whenever you heard a Nigerian name, you knew that education was paramount in the household. It wasn't just upbringing, it was a culture. It's an African culture. It is a Nigerian culture. So the brain gain that all the other countries have experienced by Nigerians in diaspora is one of our glories. That is the new turning point. Any issues that the country face, I always say they're not peculiar to Nigeria. They're not the only story of Nigeria. Chimamanda Adichie said, always beware of the danger of a single story. Can we take a day to focus on the things that we have accomplished as a country? There's nowhere in the world that you will not see, even in high positions, a Nigerian that is there.
Let me know in the comment section below what you think about what Professor Odugbeson Omede had to say. Not brain drain, but brain gain. And I think this is true because Nigeria and other countries gain from Nigerians in diaspora. For one, the economic impact of Nigerians in diaspora on Nigeria is huge. I mean, according to the World Bank, remittances from Nigerians in diaspora reached approximately $25 billion in 2020, making it one of the largest recipients of remittances in Africa. So can you imagine if you took out that $25 billion from the Nigerian economy, what would be left? So yeah, Nigeria benefits from people moving out of Nigeria into the diaspora. And what about other countries? Just like the professor was saying, Nigerians in diaspora have excelled in different ways, in different areas. I'm just going to mention a few. One is education. Like, Nigerians are excelling in education. They are making waves in the big ivory towers in the different parts of the world. One person that comes to my mind is Professor Okonjo-Iweala, who is a graduate of Harvard, is a graduate of MIT, and is a professor of economics, and is now the Director General of the World Trade Organization. And she's just one of many, many, many Nigerians who are highly, highly educated and are doing great things. I mean, it is a known fact in the US that Nigerians are among the highest educated immigrants. And I think for Canada also, I wouldn't be surprised if Nigerians are among the highest educated immigrants to Canada. Before I go into the other areas where Nigerians are thriving, which are many, if you are getting any value from this video, please hit the like button, give us a thumbs up so that we can reach more people. Thank you very much. The other area where Nigerians are excelling all over the world is in the area of entrepreneurship. You know, Nigerians are very smart, they are very business savvy, and wherever they go, they excel in entrepreneurship. I can think of Jason Njoku, who started the Iroko TV, to bring Nollywood to the world, and how that has been very successful. Another person is Tokwe Awotona of Calendly. Calendly is used by people all over the world to schedule their time in the cloud. And these are Nigerians. And apart from that, Nigerians in the diaspora excel in various professional fields, such as medicine, engineering, law, academia, we've talked about, research, and many, many more. Nigerian professionals have achieved high positions in multinational companies and organizations and have become influential leaders in their respective fields. I know that, for example, in the United Kingdom, the NHS is full of Nigerian doctors and nurses. And we have examples of medical doctors making waves, like Dr. Oluyinka Olutoye, the one who performed successful surgery on a baby that was still in the womb. And we also have like Dr. Omalu, who was the one that discovered the issues with concussions in football players in America. And what about our cultural influence? Afrobeats, especially Nigerian music, has gone nuclear. Like the other day, I was in my dentist's office here in Calgary, and I was hearing Nigerian music on the radio. It has become that pervasive that people, Canadians, Americans, they know Nigerian music. A number of Nigerians have won the Grammy Awards for our music. Like, we can talk about Burna Boy, we can talk about Wizkid, we can talk about Thames just this year. I think she's the first African female to win the Grammy Awards. And what about sports? Nigerians excel in sports. Go through the list of the NHL, the list of the NFL in America, even here in Canada. Go through the list of the CFL. You will see Nigerians there who are stars in all these different sports. What about in Europe, in their soccer teams there? There are so many Nigerians making their mark in the sports world as well. And in terms of philanthropy, Nigerians are not to be outdone either. Like wherever Nigerians are, they are involved in the community. I did a video which I will link here or here where I talked about in Alberta where I am, how Nigerians are contributing in their communities and doing great things in their communities, and they were actually recognized for it. So yeah, Nigerians are thriving. They are thriving everywhere. And so that just goes to show that Nigeria is a great country and Nigerians are great people. And what I've mentioned today are just a few of the things that Nigerians are doing in diaspora, and of course Nigerians at home as well. And my message today is that don't believe anybody out there who, whether you're a Nigerian or you're not a Nigerian, don't believe the negative narratives that you hear about Nigeria or you see about Nigeria in the media. Remember, Chimamanda Adichie, who is another great Nigerian and an author of many books, don't forget what she said about the danger of a single story. And what she was saying there is that you cannot paint everyone or every situation with the same brush based on something that you heard from somewhere or something that happened to one person or something that one person did. Does not represent a whole people. And in terms of Nigerians, what I would say is that instead of believing that single story, why don't you be curious and find out more about Nigeria and Nigerians? You will be surprised what you would find. So having said all that, will Nigeria survive? What is the future of Nigeria? Well, I want to believe that things are going to get better in Nigeria. I know many people are despondent and sad and, just wondering what is going to happen. But I think that the future generation is really our hope. And I think we should just pray for them that they will be wiser and they will be more patriotic and that they would have the good of the nation at heart and hope to bring a better tomorrow for Nigeria. So as we go into the new presidency, I'm just hoping and praying the best for Nigeria, hoping that we all do whatever we can as individuals, because the nation is made up of its people. It's whatever we make of it that we get from it. So I'm hoping that we will all do our best wherever we are, whether we are in diaspora or we are in Nigeria, have the best interest of Nigeria at heart. Let us think good things about Nigeria. Let us continue the good work. All my people in diaspora, let us continue the good work that we are doing where we are, and all my people at home, let us continue the good work that we are doing at home to make Nigeria a better place, contribute our own quota, do what we can in our little corner to make Nigeria a better country. Like that song says, Nigeria yi ti gbogbo wa ni. Kó má gbọ́dọ̀ bàjẹ́. No base feel like my country, yo. Make I live. So let us all lift up Nigeria. And I pray that we will see the Nigeria that we all long for, the Nigeria that we all hope for. That's all I had for today. Thank you so much for watching again. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know whenever I upload new videos. Until I come your way again, until the next video, you go out and make it the best days of your life. Bye.